Yeah. What's going on, people? Welcome to the Bread and Hope Show. It's your boy Bread. Hope over there somewhere. Oh, there you go. What it
Yo,
do, Hope?
yo, yo, what's up? What's up?
Hey, man, we multitasking. Multitasking. We, so we know all our basketball fans are watching the game. So are we. So we're showing you how to multitask Bread and Hope Show. And a lot of people are like, look, unless you're a San Antonio fan or a Nick fan, look, no real big rooting interest. Is all about who you think gonna win. But we can multitask. Now, if it was the Atlanta Hawks in the championship, we probably would have switched the show around a little bit. We probably would switch things around a little bit. Say, hey, we're gonna do it earlier, later, tomorrow, yesterday. It's just the Knicks and the Spurs. So we'll multitask on them and talk about the game. And we already got our picks already in prior to the game starting, believe it or not. And so we're gonna talk about that among other things. So how's the weekend, Hope?
Weekend, weekend was good, man. Just kind of chilled out, man. Worked out in the yard. Had a yard project. So,
Good luck with that. Welcome to
yeah,
the club.
man. Yeah, some
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, man. Doing some landscaping work this past weekend. So hopefully this weekend I have a break from the yard, man. Cause yeah, that was about it.
We glad to have you in the club. We welcome to the club, Ho. We happy to have you. You've been hiding from us for years, but welcome to the club, to the yard club. We call it the landscaping club.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
man.
So
So,
you,
how was
so
your
you,
week?
so
Yeah,
you,
how was your
so
weekend?
you, so so you got a zero turn more, or you got the push more. You got the what you what
Man,
you
well,
what,
I'm still a little spoiled living in the townhome. So, I got somebody to come and do the cutting and shit.
Boom.
I got somebody to come and cutting the grass. So,
Oh boy.
but as far as like getting out there and laying down mulch and digging up a
Yeah.
hole for plants and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I'm
Yeah.
doing I'm doing that manual work.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's work, man. And hoping in the process you don't run into no snakes. But it's like
yeah, man, yeah,
they be
yeah,
around.
yeah.
This snake season.
Well, you got a
But
good point. So,
I always remember this, man. All the black snakes are usually racial snakes. And if they like, usually the darkest and the ones that got a round head, don't worry about them. They good. They kill insects and other things that's smaller than them. They're scared of you. So just let them go. However, if it's got little diamonds on them and they kind of light colored and they got a diamond shaped head and little beady eyes, that's not a good sign. But
yeah, that don't sound like a good sign. It's funny. I never forget when I went to the I went to the museum and I saw.
yeah,
Have you ever looked at like a rattlesnake?
unfortunately, yes.
Well, when you look at a rattlesnake, it does. Looking at a rattlesnake, it doesn't even look friendly, right?
No, not at all.
It looks like you don't want none of that. I just put it.
Oh, they
I
they
mean,
they're fairly
that
friendly.
that's a snake that looks aggressive and looks like it's got an attitude. So I
Yeah, yeah, they don't. Yeah, man, they not friendly at all. They
they don't- it, well it don't look looking at it, it don't look friendly. So
uh, I mean, normally they don't like to be bothered either. I mean, all snakes like quietness and darkness in their environment. They don't like to be bothered. And if anything,
mm,
they go on about their way.
mm,
But certain snakes, if they feel threatened, most snakes will go the other way. But if they feel like they really threatened, They're like, look, I ain't running from your ass. I'm gonna give you everything I got. I'm gonna give you
Yeah.
everything I got. Let's go.
Well,
So
that
it's like, yeah,
yeah, but
you know that.
that's one snake that doesn't look friendly. That's for sure.
Water moccasins, they're not good either. You used to have those back in the used to play in the cemetery that Rose Hill. I lived in front of Rose Hill down in Macon. And
Yeah.
so Rose Hill Cemetery was pretty much the playground for me. So it's kind of like my own park. So I grew up there. And so me and a couple of buddies I had come through, and we play hide and go seek in the cemetery, and then we go down and just make up games in the cemetery and just play because it was peaceful and it's quiet and you can run and nobody bother you. And so they had a lake there or a man-made detention pond or whatever. And man, we sitting there like, oh, what's that in the water? No, something's moving. Huh? What do you mean something? Look, where? There. And then you just see something moving through the water like that. Oh man, that's a moccasin right there. How you know? Look at it, it's fat, and it's short, and it's coming right at us. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
they mean, man. They see you, man. They come right at you, man. You like, oh no, you don't waste no time to find out if it's coming or not. You get
Right.
out of there. You
Right.
leave immediately. And hope don't nobody fall. See, in the movies, people fall down and everything. But in real life, as kids, we didn't fall. I didn't have nobody in my clique that fell. So when it was trouble, we boogied out of there. We gone. If you the last man, then maybe somebody get you. But I don't know. He was behind us. But anyway, man, enough snake talk. But good, restful weekend, man. Gotta rest up, man. So I try to get in the gym every day, man. That's replaced my work time, and so I spend a couple of hours in there a day. And
Yeah.
and then
What gym you go to?
LA Fitness, man. LA Fitness been part of that one for years, man. And so
Okay.
uh LA is real good, man. So I can go to any one of them. So now it's just a matter of which one do I go to. And so I got at least around about 4 or 5 on the roster I go to on a regular.
Okay. Cool.
But lately the closest one is the best one lately because of gas prices, which suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not good. But we want to welcome everybody to the Bread and Hope Show and appreciate your time. We are multitasking, so if you're listening to the show live, we thank you for multitasking like we are and watching this basketball game. We are based in Atlanta, Georgia, and we talk sports primarily in the state of Georgia. Or wherever you are from, feel free to be part of our show and speak on it from wherever you are from. So, Hope,
Yo.
what you got?
Yeah, man. So I want to go ahead and give some quick shout outs. Dirty Bird Nation, NF, NFC South fans, Falcons first and 10, the Enhanced Sports Show, Mo Brown Sticking Sensation, Atlanta Old School Drummers.
Yes, sir. And guys, any partners are listening to the show, Sticking Sensation. We got practice on Friday. Morris Brown in the back. Y'all know what it is. So don't be late. So look, man, rest in peace, man, to Peabo Bryson, man, one of the R&B legends, one of the legendary crooners of all time. He was born in Sumter, I think Sumter, South Carolina, or somewhere in South Carolina, and but he's been a resident of Atlanta since the '70s, and so uh, condolences to his family and close friends, and man, Peabo was one of those guys, man. You grew up with in terms of all of the legendary songs that he had, man, and we, in R&B world, we grew up with stuff like, I mean, one of my favorite songs by him was "Feel the Fire." That he sang the hell out of that song right there. So, and but I know that what is A Whole New World from the Aladdin
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, the Latin movie. Yeah,
That was real popular. I think that's when he really, when you say crossed over and really got legendary status and fame outside of the R&B world. You know, and it's like, man, how did you get that part? And then, you know, I heard an interview with people. People was like, look, I want to appreciate all the 20 people that turned this song down before me. Thank you. And so yeah, man. So look, man, we gonna miss him. He had a stroke earlier this week. You know, we did, you know, knew it wasn't good. You know, because everybody just kind of, you know, the family was just kind of, you know, the messages they were sending out, and he didn't make it through uh from the stroke he had earlier this week. But you know, we gonna miss him, and if you get a chance, go on YouTube and you know play some of his you know play some of his most famous cuts that he's known for. That's what I did yesterday. I went through a whole lot of cuts, man. Had a People Bryson concert, man. So you know, excellent brother, excellent voice, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So look, man, NFL news, man. Look, Drake London, man. Drake London got paid. It's about a lot of Falcons, man. So he got his contract. He got a contract extension that was worth 144 mil, 100 mil guaranteed, man. So it kicks in next year, not this year. Let me get my little thing right. So before I go through this list, you think the Falcons made a good move or a bad move with moving on and selling this thing with Drake London? Is it too much money, not enough money, or what you think about it, Hope?
Yeah, I think you were, you know, we kind of talked about it offline, but
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, it seemed like the Falcons, like you said, kind of want to go ahead and get a jump on this before, you know, other top receivers start getting their money.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, they got to compete with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, you know, at this point, I can't really say it's not too much money because you never know. I mean, but right now, I mean, congratulations to him.
Yeah.
And you know, those are the times now, Brad. You know, it
Yeah.
used to be a time where, you know, receiver didn't nowhere receive this type of money. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
things have changed now where that's kind of the going rate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so like I said, congratulations to Drake London. I think he is a big key part of what the Falcons do on offense.
Yeah.
And you know, let's see if he lives up to the big payday. I guess we're gonna find out soon.
Yeah. So what that does is let me run it down. With that extension, that puts him at number three at roughly around about 35.3 um mil per you know per year, and how they calculate it. It is an AAV number, you know the average whatever average value for the contract, which is
Yeah.
how most contracts are kind of figured out. But number one on the pay scale would be Jackson and Jigba. He's at 42 mil. Number two is Jamar Chase at 40. Like we said, Drake is number three, and the number four is Justin Jefferson at 35 even. CeeDee Lamb comes after him at 34. DJ Metcalf is after him. AJ Brown, Brandon Ayuk, and T Higgins at 28 mil. So you kind of got to figure. I mean, that's some good company, but you kind of got to figure Justin Jefferson is not going to like being behind Drake London. CeeDee Lamb probably don't want to be behind Drake London. So today, DJ Metcalf, all depending on how his season goes, and so on and so forth. And so, with that being said, man, I mean, you kind of got to figure over a period of time he won't remain at number three. By the time his contract, he ain't gonna see that much out there. He ain't gonna see the end of that contract anyway. But you got to figure, you know, a couple of years down the line, 2-3 years down the line, he'll probably be number eight. You know, I think it's kind of like, look, man, you're gonna be in top 10 until you retire, so he'll be cool with that. So I think it's best to go ahead and make that move with Drake London now than to go ahead and wait and put it off, wait till all these other guys put in their contract. Then you're gonna be overpaying Drake to keep him, or you just gotta let him go. So I thought it was a real smart move by the Falcons, which I think technically, I mean, shoot, I mean, you look at the numbers, you know, his numbers, believe it or not, his numbers and Kyle Pitts numbers are pretty much the same, very close. Matter of fact, Kyle Pitts numbers may be better.
Right.
But you know, we took care of Kyle Pitts early this year and took care of him, so we're in good shape, and we still got enough money. The cap's going to expand, so we still going to have enough money. Everybody's talking about what about Bijan Robinson? Robinson's gonna be fine. They already did the math on that. So when it's time to re-up on him, he's gonna be the highest paid running back in the league. Trust that. So anybody need a running back, don't look at us. We're not giving that cat up. Sorry. Means too much to the franchise. So that's I'm good. I'm with you, Hope. I'm good with that. I'm good with that signing. I'm good with it. I am good with it. So more football news is Myles Garrett from the Browns to the Rams, man. Go Rams. Ram them. I enjoyed that move. You know, look, the Rams, you know, the Rams are in a position where they can make those kind of moves. They're not necessarily looking for draft picks. You know, the Rams' motto is F them picks, man. so, and then, you know, the Browns like, hey, we'll take more picks. We don't know what to do with them. Get more quarterbacks. So the Brown, you know, so Brown like, yeah, we'll take them. And they took Jared Verse, which was a solid player for the Rams, superstar player for Florida State when he played college ball. And so I think they got an up and coming player in Verse. I know Myles Garrett wanted to get the hell up out of there. He saw the fire sale going on around him, and he said, "Agent, if you want your job, if you value your job, you would get me out of here before the start of the season, or you fired." Probably what he told his representation.
Right. He see what was going on. Right. So you're right. So you know, the Rams. Kudos to the Rams, man. I mean, they just shit. I mean, getting Myles Garrett, that definitely make them potential to win. To win their division, no doubt about that. I mean, man, you know, adding that guy to the mix. I mean, he's a beast.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the only piece they were missing in the playoffs last year. They were definitely scoring on the Seahawks. That defense that they were relied on for so many years let them down. So, you know, so I think that you know, that worked out for both of them in the mix. Also on the move is AJ Brown. We knew he was getting out of Philly, you know, and so with him getting up out of Philly, man, that was not a big surprise, but he went to the Patriots. Rich get rich.
Yeah, it's not a big surprise. You know, I think we already we already knew he wasn't happy in Philly. You know, I don't, you know, so I think he wanted out and he got out. So now he goes to the Patriots. It's a good move for him. Yeah, man. You know, the Patriots. I think that was one of the things they really were missing was another receiver. That could really pick it up for him outside of Stephon Diggs.
And Booty wasn't.
Booty was okay, but he wasn't consistent.
He wasn't consistent. And he's a young guy. So So that's what that was on that, man. So good for the Patriots, bad if you got to see them twice a year again. Look, man, WNBA news real quick, man. Tomorrow night, man, the Atlanta Dream 6-2 play the Indiana Fever at 4-4, man. That's big deal for us in Atlanta, man. Y'all don't know, man. Look, the Atlanta Dream, man, it's a vibe. You got to understand Atlanta. Atlanta's a different kind of a town. You know, it's not just about, you know, the Falcons and the Hawks and the Braves and whatnot. Let her dream, man. They got fans. They got an arena that holds 10,000, wherever down in College Park, wherever, and it holds like 10,000 or something like that. Max, I don't know, but it was full. At least 10,000, at least 10. And so it was hot. They came back. They played with the Connecticut Phoenix, like had 2 wins or something. But they had Brittany Griner, grimy game, and Angel Reese doing a thing, man. She's got another double. I think she snagged about 18 rebounds. It's ridiculous. Alicia Gray, Ryan Howard leading scores. They score about 60 points between them. So Let Her Dream is very good. They'll sleepwalk through 3 quarters and walk you down. It don't matter how far down they are. They'll walk you down in the 4th quarter and win the game by like 16. That's weird squad, man. That's what they do. And so great team, man. I can't wait to see them play Indiana, and Caitlin Clark comes to town. Everybody's going to be watching again, because we got Angel Reese, and it's the whole Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark thing that's been going on since they were in college. But I think this one has some added fervor to it because the Dream lost to Indiana in the playoffs last year, when they should not have lost to Indiana. But if you notice, Indiana actually plays better without Caitlin Clark. And so there's been some problems in Indiana with Caitlin Clark and Coach White. And, she hasn't had a good season. And she notices that this team plays better without her. When she's been injured, they click. When she comes back healthy, they don't click as well. The chemistry is not there. Her shot is not there. Teams are defending her differently. She can catch and shoot a little bit, but even to catch and shoot, they need more than that. She can't create off the dribble all the time. Players are there waiting on her in the box. And so she's a defensive liability on top of that. And so the league has made adjustments. These are professional athletes. It's just like the men's sports. And so they make adjustments. In the pros, you can't go over there like you in, where she played in Iowa. This ain't college. Everybody's good in WNBA. And they defend. They physical. So you got to find a way to up your game and be successful in WNBA. I think she's going through some growing pains. And you have to be coached. I think some of it's growing pains, and some of it is you got to be coached. I heard they had an all-team meeting, team lock-in meeting where they had to just air their differences. And look, man, I word on the street, Caitlin, you're a teammate. You got to, you got to be coached. You got to be better. If the coach tells you to do something, then just like we do it, whether we like it or not, she's the coach. You do what she say. You don't do what you want to do. This is not your team. If you don't do what you want to do, then you need to make provisions to be somewhere else. We can win without you, with or without you. That's on you. And so I'm thinking some of those things. I think that Aaliyah Boston is pretty much the, in my opinion, seems to be the team leader. You know what I mean? She was leading the team when Caitlin was out. She's sort of kind of leading the team when they're in. But I think you need to pay attention to those kind of things. So Angel Reese left Chicago. Don't be surprised if Caitlin Clark leaves Indiana.
Yeah, I think you made some good points. If her and the coach, for whatever reason, can't get on that same page, I can see her definitely leaving Indiana. I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. I know she really likes being in Indiana, but I just don't think the coach is going anywhere. I think if anything,
Right.
they may end up trading
Mhm.
Clark. Same thing like you
Yeah.
said with Reese. Same thing with
Yeah.
Angel Reese. And actually that worked out great because
Yeah.
she's in a better place that fits what she does. It's all about, the style, the chemistry, like you
Mhm.
mentioned.
Mhm.
And I think Angel Reese, she didn't she didn't fit well with what Chicago had there,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
and um, she just has better chemistry. She even, it seemed like she even playing with a better pep in her step
Yep.
with the Dream
Yep.
than play with Chicago. So
Yep.
she's happy, and
Yep.
so
She
but
loves
we'll
the
see,
team.
man. Yeah, she loves the team. I think that was, it's kind of like just a new place, a new change of scenery, and that's all was needed. And
Yep.
possibly maybe the same thing for Caitlin Clark if they can't get on the same page. Because
Yeah.
you're right, there's definitely, from what you can see, just maybe the behavior, what's going on. The coach is definitely not happy with Caitlin Clark.
She's not happy
Not
at
at
all.
all. I don't think. I
Yeah.
think she's not. I think, in my opinion, I think she's not happy with her because the style of basketball that she
Yes. Yeah.
wants that she wants the team to play, she's not getting it from Caitlin Clark.
She
Caitlin
ain't getting
Clark
it.
is on the Caitlin Clark is seeming like she's just on the island out there doing her thing. And she's
Yep.
like, hey, you either, you can look at, I mean, I read lips a little bit. She like, you either part of this team or what?
Or or
And
you're
she
not.
was,
Right.
she was, Caitlin was just putting her hands up like, oh, you just talking nonsense. Let me get up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
she shake,
Yeah. Yeah.
she was still shaking her head like she went, because she made a statement. She made a strong statement. You either part
Mhm.
of this team or not. That's exactly what
Yeah.
she said, basically.
That's exactly
And
what she
that's why
said.
she
Yeah.
and that's why she was subbed. That's why she subbed it so early. So
Yeah.
hopefully they have
Coach
some
got.
off the, they have some close the doors talks after. I'm pretty sure they did have some, close the door
Yeah.
one on
Yeah.
one talks to try to see if they can get on the same page.
Yeah.
And we'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty sure they don't have that little that talk. So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, man. But we'll see. We'll see what happened. But that's exactly what went down. It was either
Yeah.
she like either part of this team or not.
Yep. Yep. That's it. It's not your team.
Damn.
It's our
Looks
team.
like Jalen Bronson is hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt. Yeah, but he's out there. He playing hurt. But that I don't know.
I don't know though,
But
man. Sometimes he be doing those injuries, because like
yeah.
when he played the Hawks, he was grabbing his nuts,
Yeah.
and you know, I mean, he made it seem like he. We may want to bring Lou in.
Yeah. Well, let me hold on. One thing before we bring Lou in, real quick before we bring Lou in, and I have to mention this. And we don't talk about college baseball a lot, but I just want to make sure we cover enough here. We got enough time for it. Congratulations to the University of Georgia. They made it to the Super Regionals. And unfortunately, Georgia Tech season is over. Lost to Oklahoma 2 out of 3 at home. They had one of the best records that they probably had in Georgia Tech history or in quite some time. And it's devastating loss for them. But Uga moves on, and so Trey, guy named Trace, get his last name for Georgia, hit a home run, and he was kind of hot dogging it around the plate. So he made a gesture at the dugout and or said something, and then he was hot dogging it around the plate before he made it home. And so the umpire's like, "You're out." What? Oh, in addition to you're out, you're suspended for the next game. Hot dog that. I'm like, what are you kidding me? Where did they do that at? And so they asked the coach, "Man, hell, what did he say to you?" Coach, man, hell, I don't know. He said something, but it didn't look good. He made gestures. He hurt our feelings.
Right.
So I'm looking at this stuff, man, and so now the coach, he got thrown out. It was a whole big mess, man. So good luck with Georgia. These guys had, I don't know, big numbers, like 37 home runs, whole lot of RBIs. I mean, he's a superstar, but Georgia's loaded this year. They're one of the teams to beat. Good luck to them. And hopefully the umpire will get out of his feelings and, and never umpires our game again. I get it, unspoken rules. So if you hot dogging it around the plate, No, the umpire is not supposed to do that. What you do, the unwritten rule, is next time he comes up the plate, you get the pitcher to pop him in the hiney. Getting pitch him inside, pitch him pitch him high, make him uncomfortable. Walk him, let the ball walk him to first base. So that's how you handle that. That's the game. Unspoken rule, not the umpire doing, having an ego trip. All right, I just had to bring that in. We can talk World Cup if we got some time later on in the show. I don't want to talk a little bit about World Cup because Atlanta's getting ready for World Cup from June 11th through June 19th.
Yeah, that's right.
Something like that. So we're trying to get ready for it, and the transportation ain't quite working right. Can't get the trains right, Hover. I don't know. They try to bring some brand new. You have 4 years to plan for this thing, and you ain't got it right. And now you got 2 weeks. And now you're in crunch time. Somebody dropped the ball, so you can't do that.
Well, here's the thing, Brett. You try to get as much as you can. Not everything's gonna be right. We already know that. You're just gonna have to. We're just gonna have to figure it out as it goes. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with you though. Could have been a better preparation, but I'm pretty sure there was a lot of other things, in particular, that Atlanta invested a whole lot more, like I guess time and money. Especially if you notice now, if you go down by the Mercedes Benz, it looks totally different now. You see a whole. They call it I think it's called the Grove. I forgot the name.
The Gulch.
The Gulch, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's you got video screens all over the place. It looks very. Someone gave the word kind of Times Square type in Atlanta, in New York. So. Yeah, man, but I think that's where all time, money, and resources invested, not so much for the transportation. Even though they've got some new things going on for airport, the construction. But but getting to your point, the train,
They had time to do that, man. They had time to where they didn't have to go to something didn't work right, and then you got somebody that got stabbed to death a couple of days ago on the train. That don't make it better. So it's like, look, man, you got people coming all over the world out of here. Man, what are you doing?
Well, see, that's the biggest thing, man, for me is the safety. The safety. And MARTA, they definitely gonna have to beef up security for that. I know that's been probably one of the biggest issues with MARTA is I'm just gonna say most time it's the homeless people, unfortunately, that are getting on there, and then some of them that get on there, some of them, they just getting on the train, but then you got some of them get on there and they got some mental challenges. So so that's so they're gonna have to be the point I'm getting at is they definitely have to try to beef that security up, man, to monitor the trains and people coming and going on the trains. You're gonna have to have someone on there, I don't know how they're gonna figure it out, but that's my thing, man.
Hire more security.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put more security, even if. You remember it used to be back in the day, New York had I forgot what the group called, the Dogs or something like that. They were like this.
Are we talking about the vigilante group?
Yeah, they had they wore these berets. I can't remember the name of them.
What do you call it? What's up, Luke?
Hey, Luke.
I'm right here. Before we go to anything else, now you're mentioning the college. Well, we have probably one of the biggest upsets I think we've ever had as UCLA went down. And I mean, went down. The number one seed who had raised everything all year collapsed, choked, and died in 3 games. And they lost to St. Mary's. So if you look at the week, you got it right there.
You got that. I'm glad you brought that up, Lou. There was an upset. For us, Georgia Tech was our upset, but that was the upset.
By the way, you know what they call you? You know what they call UCLA?
Uh-oh.
You know what they call that?
I have no idea, Lou. Why they call it that?
I have no idea.
Because that's what happens after the smog clears. UCLA.
CLA. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
See, because they're famous for smog, and then, you know.
Yeah. But I know what you're talking about. You know about that group that was in the 80s or 70s?
I just looked it up. They were called the Guardian Angels. The Guardian Angels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lou know about it. Yeah.
Oh, yes, a 3-pointer.
Guardian Angels. That's who they were.
We got a game here, guys. New York is up 43-42.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're down by 10 in the first quarter, and look at them now. We got a game here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Lou.
We definitely got a game going on. And
but if Atlanta has something like the Guardian Angels, you know, to patrol the trains, I think that'll be a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. I think what helps, I think plain clothes undercover works pretty good too. Because you don't know who they are. They just phase on in and something's going on or whatever. They can jump on the scene immediately and assist or make sure it didn't happen. All those kinds of things that they help too. But I like the Guardian Angels idea. But we need to do something more than what we've been doing. And we got 2 weeks. No, we ain't even got 2 weeks.
No,
a week.
No, we got maybe a week and a half.
Got a week and a half, man.
Yeah, at the most.
8 days.
Most, man. 8 days, man. So, geez, man, the time is already here.
It's gotta be rough in my area too, because we're hosting about 12 games and the final. So if you think you got it tough over there where you are, it's going to be like in my area for the next couple of weeks.
Man, yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Lou. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so, but New York can handle all that. You got the infrastructure that you don't have to do anything real special to kind of handle it. You guys are just the infrastructure is just there.
It's not the first time we've hosted this too.
Yeah, and so it's different for Atlanta because even though Atlanta continues to grow, when you get an event of this magnitude for a number of days, you just kind of try to, spruce it up a bit. Spruce it up a bit. I think the infrastructure is in place here too. But you just want to make sure you got, you want to make it an experience. And so
isn't Atlanta one of the fastest growing cities in the US?
Yeah, still is, man. I don't understand. I thought we were full.
I rest my case.
I thought we were full, Lou. So we're done. We're done. But we're still building as we speak, man. I'm seeing, just projects are still coming up, even around my neighborhood, man.
Now, if you don't have a hockey team in that area, you'd be fine.
Yeah, man. Look, but the cost of living is good, so this is a good game. Real quick, guys. With the Spurs and games going on, we don't have a real, we don't have a whole. I mean, the games going on right now. We kind of multitasking and kind of a preview strengths and weaknesses and everything. We kind of seeing it develop as we speak. I think the biggest thing is sports related. You want to stay healthy. Both teams want to stay healthy. You want to see the best teams. You want to see them compete with everybody healthy, with however many games this thing goes. So that's number one. Because anybody gets hurt in that starting lineup, then we got a problem. So that's the biggest thing for me. I think both of these teams got elite defenses and got pretty decent benches. I think Knicks maybe have a better bench or more productive bench than San Antonio, but I think the Spurs they're not shabby. So guys, real quick, man. I mean, we got a lot of basketball to play here. So usually we do a thing of who wins. So Lou, just for the record, who wins and how many games?
If it's going to be the Knicks, I'm doing it in 6 games because I don't think they're going to handle going to San Antonio facing a 7th game there.
Yeah.
So 6 games.
Hova, who you have? How many games?
Oh man, this is a tough one, man. I think it's going to be a series that goes. I'm going to say going 7 games, and I'm going to go. I'm going to go Knicks in 7.
Yeah. I think that
All my colleagues think that too.
Yeah, so I think this game goes. I think it goes 7.
Oh, jerk!
I think that it goes 7 games. I'm going Spurs, but I've been wrong the whole series. So the Knicks may win because I've been wrong the whole series about stuff. But I didn't even have the Spurs and Knicks make it. None of us did. Actually, all of us had kind of like OKC and Detroit. So none of our teams really made it that we picked. So I just got Spurs in 7.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I think Wemby is growing in front of our eyes. And you know, as long as these young guys like Vassell and Castle and those guys show up to play, I think they'll be just fine. I mean, Wemby wants to win. Wemby's tough, man. I don't know if I mean, yep. So it's Castle. I was seeing a big man. This tough, this dominant. I mean, he's not there yet, but I've been seeing this from a big man since Shaq. I'm not calling him Shaq. He's got a different game than Shaq, but in terms of big man, I you know, the game, you know, for a long time is going to Steph Curry. It's been pretty much Steph Curry, and everybody trying to follow Golden State and LeBron. And you know, and that's what you have. So this is different. I guess this is kind of similar to what it was probably like when Kareem came to the league. I guess he's kind of Kareem-ish, you know, his game and being as tall.
Kareem, man. There's only one Kareem.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Kareem is just. I mean, I think I saw him shoot a 3-pointer with a sky hook.
Yeah.
And I was like, from the corner. Yeah. Oh man. And I don't think Kareem got enough credit for his defense and block shots and how he blocked shots. See, Shaq like to just swat it, you know, just kill him with a sledgehammer and swat it in the 10th row. Kareem like, nah, that's crazy. No, I know I got the block. I can time it. I got control. So I block it and I try to keep the ball in play so that we can run fast play. That's an extremely high IQ for a big man to think that far in advance, to time the block, put himself in position, time the block it just enough to keep it in bounds, and get it down the field, get it down the court for a fast break.
Yeah.
Kareem was so cerebral. He was just one of the GOATs, man. I mean, he's just one of the GOATs.
No,
one of the GOATs, man. And I saw him on the other side of his career, you know, other side, about retired, but I've only seen clips of his games, a lot of clips when he played with UCLA and when he played a little ABA ball. Not a lot of clips of him playing ABA ball, but definitely when he got to the NBA, a lot of those clips by the time he got here. It's a shame with the ABA. It kind of reminds me of the USFL when it first came out. It took a lot of great players.
Which version?
First original with Herschel Walker with the Generals.
The real UFL. Okay.
Yeah, the real one. Yeah, Steve Young, all those guys. And so, the real one. And so that's kind of what ABA kind of reminded me of. A few years, then merged in with the NFL, and they had a lot of great players. But Kareem was one of those, man. I think the more we get into the future, everybody talks about LeBron and MJ and this, that, and everybody forget about, you know, players like Kareem. I was in a thing yesterday on Facebook, and then they were comparing some kind of comparison with great players, and it had to do with Kobe, MJ, LeBron, and a couple other guys, but it didn't have Magic in there. And everybody chimed in and like, man, how can you not have Magic a part of this list? And then one guy responded, said, well, this is about great players. So Magic probably wouldn't be in that tier of great players. I said, hold up. Whoa, wait a minute. It's like basketball existed. Basketball had many great players before Michael Jordan. If you know basketball.
Sure.
Michael Jordan was not the first great player. There were many great players before Michael Jordan. And so before him, he had to look at somebody. He didn't just wake up one day and just start dunking and winning championships.
Right.
There were people before him. So all that is saying is like, look, man, Kareem was there. And before that, a lot of people talked about Magic was the guy, Magic Bird, and so a lot of these guys were around and were great players and at the top of their game that Magic revolutionized the position, kind of like Steph. He revolutionized. Nobody saw a 6'9" point guard. And Magic played all positions. He played center his rookie year and won a championship playing center his rookie year. Center. And got MVP of the whole series. Where they do that at?
Yeah.
LeBron didn't do that. Mike didn't do that. As great as Mike didn't do it. Who had so much success so early in their career? Wemby might do it. Maybe not. But he has the chance to say, hey, I'm on that same plane as Magic Johnson. Get a championship. Well, no, this is third year. So you can't say that. It's like his third year in the league. But he is in the running for making it the quickest, the youngest. He's one of the youngest. Is he the top youngest to make it to a championship, or is he like top 3?
Top 3, I think.
I think top 3.
Yeah, top 3. Because he's up there. Who's up there with like Shaq and somebody else? Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq. Shaq and I can't think of it.
It had to be Magic.
Yeah, I was just thinking it got to be Magic. Yeah.
Shaq, Magic, and I think I'm missing somebody. It was Elijah Wan in that? I don't know. I'm just thinking about.
I don't think so.
No, I'm just thinking. No, he was older. He coming out of Houston. He was much older because he played like 3-4 years in Houston. So he couldn't have been that young doing that. But I like the game so far, guys. I like the point that at least it's competitive and neither team is kind of running away with it. So it's anybody's game. Anything can happen at the end. That's what I want to see. I don't have a dog in the fight, Lou.
Yeah.
And so this part is exciting for me. Like, look, let's just get a good game. So Lou, as being a New York Knicks fan, how you feeling?
That's just all week. Like, I don't know what I'm more thrilled about. Being that the Knicks are in the finals, or that I'm covering as a podcaster as well as them being there. So this makes it extra special, I think. Mm-hmm. Finally, I get to cover while I'm doing this. About time.
Yeah, man. I feel you, man. I mean,
how in my career? Let's put it that way.
Man, congratulations, man. I don't know if Hope would feel the same, but it's only happened one other time in my career when the Rangers went to the Stanley Cup Finals in 2014. Yeah. Look, man,
unfortunately we got killed, but
I mean, you were there. But we enjoyed. We did the show when the Braves won the World Series. That was great. Didn't see that coming. Right. We had 2 back-to-backs with the Bulldogs football. That was really the highlight. The Bulldogs. That was it. And we had the Atlanta United. We'll take that. We'll take it.
Yeah, sure.
We're Atlanta United fans, and so So we're still waiting on our other teams to catch up, Lou, patiently. I think if the Falcons finally get there and win, I think this whole show just blows up.
Watch out for deflated footballs. Okay, so you gotta be careful.
All bets are off. All bets are off.
Thank you, Tom Brady, for doing that.
All bets are off, man. Yeah, man. I tell you. So that's what we're looking at, man. We're not going to do it this year. We just want to be competitive.
Probably not.
We just want to be competitive. Don't look good, but we want. Head coaches from Cleveland. How bad could it be, huh? Coaches from Cleveland. Yeah. So that's what we're dealing with. So we'll see what happens there. But Braves are looking good. We didn't talk Braves earlier, but I'll just say that Braves are looking good.
Braves are ready with this division. I think you can just handle the division crown right
now.
No.
We don't want it. Not yet. I mean, we're gonna bide our time, Lou. We're gonna see where we are in August, September. Let's see where we're in August, September.
After the trade deadline.
Yeah. We'll see where we are. And but no, we're taking it one game at a time.
Sometimes the trade deadline can make or break a team, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's true.
And so we still haven't played the Mets yet. That was interesting. We played every team in the division so far except for the Mets.
Except the Mutts?
Yeah, man. We looking forward to them coming to town too, man. Everybody looking for that game. And it's funny because they're using the same blueprint as the Dodgers, right? You're throwing a lot of you're throwing a lot of money at a lot of big name players that you can get.
More money does not make your team better.
Nope, obviously not, because Dodgers are winning. Mets not winning, and so
your payroll means nothing if your team is playing like crap. Okay, the second highest payroll in the entire major leagues, and they are 7 or 8 games below 500. Proof right there. Your payroll means nothing.
Nothing at all, man. Nothing at all. So we're taking it one game at a time, one series at a time, and kind of how we're looking at it now. We're just
take it one inning at a time.
Yeah, we want to win a series. You take it by series.
Yeah,
and so if we win a series, man, we're good. Whatever happens. If we sweep, we're not that concerned about sweeping anybody, but if we do, we'll take it. But we'll win the first game, lose the second game. If we win the third game, we're in business.
Before we go more in the sport news, you did leave out one song of Pure Bryson, which I thought was his claim to fame, about pop-wise. You have to go back to 1984. I was young then. I mean, young. But he actually had his first top 10 on the pop charts with a song called, help him talk quickly, If Ever You're in My Arms Again.
Yep.
That was his first real pop hit.
Yes, you're correct, Lou. Yes, it was.
Boy, am I old.
Uh-huh. Yep. I remember that song.
It was also used, and I know I'm going to hit myself for saying this, but it was also used as a theme for a television soap opera back then as well.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Soap opera.
All the kids in high school were in on it back then too.
Man, everybody had the soap opera time, man. Everybody watched, something, Young and the Restless or something.
It was the rage in junior high. The show was the big rage among the young people in junior high. So,
Oh,
but anyway.
So, but that was a hit. That was a hit. I remember that song. I remember it clearly. I can't sing it, but I remember.
42 years ago this summer.
Wow.
Yeah, we're getting home.
Woo! That was big stuff, man. That
the older everything else gets, I get. I mean, when the Knicks won their last championship, I was only 3. I didn't understand it at all. For the Knicks, I was 6 years old.
Oh my goodness!
So I am waiting for this patiently for this to happen.
Oh my goodness! Look, guys, and we're gonna talk more World Cup next week, since I think it'll be
8 days away.
Yep, and so 7 days it'll be perfect time in Hobart. we talk a little bit of basketball, but we're gonna try and devote at least half the time to my World Cup. Going through the rankings, that kind of a thing. But real quick, guys. I mean, we can do a quick little before we got a couple minutes, few minutes left in the show. So so who you rooting for in the World Cup, Lou? You got one or two teams? Who you rolling with?
Duh, that's an easy one. The USA.
USA. So look, man, that's my team by default. I mean, why not? But these guys right here.
Second team Argentina.
Second team, you always got to have a second team, man. So
Argentina.
You always got we got to have a second team, Hope. And I don't know if you can. I don't know if you see who this is on my head right here.
I can't read it.
I don't know if you can see it. No, you may not be able to see it.
Yeah.
I got something I can show you. I can make sure that. Oh, hold on. I think I got you.
You just put it now.
France. So you with France, Mbappe, huh?
Mbappe, yes, sir.
France, okay.
I'm going to roll with Mbappe. I'm going to roll with Mbappe, man.
That's a good one to go with. That's a good one.
I'm a roll with it. So so this is the first time I get a chance to be like name a bandwagon team. I don't know. Duke. I don't know. North is easy to say you're I guess Cowboys. That's easy team to say you're part of, that you're a Cowboy fan. It's a lot of Cowboy fans out there. And so that
Well, in my home we going all Colombian here, so
I know that. I know that's right.
Oh,
I know you're going Colombia. That is understood. So we're gonna rep our teams next week. That's why I wanted to ask everybody's favorite team, or who they're going for, or who they think's gonna win, or whatever. And so we can rep our World Cup teams next week. And like I said, I'm like Lou. I got two of them. So I'm USA by default.
Yeah, of course. USA by default. Yeah.
You can't root against them, right? Don't make sense to root against them.
No.
So you just gotta root for them, and until they lose.
But if they're out,
But when they're out, you gotta have somebody that's still trucking, baby. You got
right.
You gotta still keep somebody. And you might go with Brazil most of the time, but I said, I'm gonna go and switch up from Brazil. I'm gonna go on roll with France because Mbappe, he's kind of been my guy for the past couple of years. I've been watching, I like his style of play, and so they got some other cats on there that I'm gonna do some homework on, or finish doing my homework on, and we're gonna roll with France, y'all.
All
we're
right.
gonna roll with France, see what they do. All right, well, good deal, man. We are making good time on the show. Lou, take us home, brother.
All right. Here's Sports Show, Saturday, 4 or 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I said Eastern Time. Number is 512-543-4662. June, I think, will be the busiest month in the sports world this year. I think. We're going to cover, of course, the NHL NBA finals, which are going on right now as we speak. We're going to go over the lineup schedule for the World Cup, which begins 8 days from now. We'll take care of some college baseball as well. Oh, we also have the Preakness Stakes. I almost forgot. I'm sorry, the Belmont Stakes. Sorry, the last race of the Triple Crown. We'll also take care of some PGA golf because we have the Memorial this week, and we call it AKA the 5th major, which it is. College baseball, as their playoffs continue. Regular MLB and UFC, boxing, and WWE wrestling as well. Anything else? Oh well.
Oh yeah, WWE. Oh yeah. I'm tuning in, and usually, Lou, when I catch you guys, a lot of times I catch you on Facebook Live, and I
appreciate that.
I'm usually the guy that's in the chat. When you see that little one up, that's usually me. And so if I don't get a chance,
it's nice to have a fan club.
Yes, sir. And
so anyway, also we'll be covering our usual features, thoughts and comments, which are always welcome. The ridiculous sign of the week, which I think is just pushing it right now. Sports trivia. Otherwise known as the ridiculous sign of the week, or as I call it, "Hey Stupid." Also sports trivia. This day in sports history, and it's that time of the month where we take care of the sports calendar and the standings. So you baseball fans and WNBA fans get ready for that. So remember, it's 512-543-4662 Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget to like and share the page, and we're on Facebook Live, where all my fans seem to be on. And my Henry fans.
All right.
Good deal, Lou. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Lou.
All right, guys. I'll have plenty of room this week, so try to hop on if you can.
Will do, man.
Will
do. Definitely so. All right, guys. Good night, Lou. I want to thank everybody for joining the Fred and the Hova show. Until next week, same bat time, same bat place. Speak on it.
Speak on it.